Barrister Harrison, let me ask you this question. I think we have heard about this question time and again. Do you believe that the Chibok girls are alive?
Do I believe they're alive? It's not impossible that they are. Just like the professor rightly pointed out, the challenge we have is the challenge of intelligence. There's also not, you don't have information sharing. In addition to this, while he was addressing us, I just remembered what somebody said to me that I met in Jos, the reason for insurgency. He said that insurgency will continue because of the allocation of security votes. There must be some justification that the money is being spent. In other words, what you're seeing today is evidence of corruption. The reason why this will continue and why it will go unabated is because some people have to justify the money that is being expended or is being voted for security issues. So insofar as that is in place, it will be very difficult for us to say that insurgency will come to an end, except if the new president does something about it. You can see from the revelation so far that money allocated towards addressing these issues were actually diverted. As to whether the girls are alive, even from what the president said too.
You mean the Dasuki situation? Is that what you're talking about?
It's all part of it. It's not just Dasuki. Dasuki is just a revelation that has just happened. Like somebody once said, a thief is one that is caught. There's so many others out there who have been doing this over the years. Insurgency started some time back, if you remember the Maitasini crisis in Jos. Money was also allocated. At the end of the day, even though it was suppressed, subsequently what you now have is Boko Haram. Now, clearly, the Shiites are also there. You also remember the South Niger Delta boys, the Igbisu boys, and so many others. Now, all these are pointers to the fact that our government has always been very insincere.
The word is technically
yes.
Defeated Boko Haram. Could you explain what this means?
What that means is there's no particular. I wouldn't say technically Boko Haram has been defeated. If we're still having explosives here and there, if we're still having crises in the north, if we're still having human lives being wasted, if we still have people that are also displayed and have not been able to go back to their location, or until we have a situation where a president can come out and say that indeed insurgency has been arrested, Boko Haram has been defeated. Obviously, yesterday, while he was on air, there was the issue of some negotiation in relation to the whereabouts of the Chibok girls. If we still have that in place, it means insurgency has not been defeated. It means Boko Haram has not been defeated. Right. Perhaps what they have done is move from a particular known location and diversify, and then perhaps maybe they're in other places. A place that you can no longer identify as their location.
All right, just a moment, Mr. Quakers. The president has said one time too many, or even yesterday he said that as well, that he's not going to continue, he's not going to support the continued search for all the Chibok girls if he can't determine whether they are alive or not. Before he became president, everybody knows the president said the Chibok girls was in the front burner. I'm going to bring back the Chibok girls. I'm going to make sure the Chibok girls are found. And a lot of Nigerians, including the parents of the Chibok girls, feel they've been taken on a ride. Where is the disconnect between the time when he was running for presidency and when he became president? What happened? Why the sudden change of grammar?
You know, while I'm not holding brief for him, as commander-in-chief, now he's now privileged to have security report. I remember what President Obama said prior to his emergence as president, and subsequently when he now became president, these same issues were raised with him, that prior to seeking elective office, you said ABC. Now that you are now the incumbent, it appears that there's a change of tune. Why is it so? He went as far as saying that now, as the commander-in-chief, you're now saddled with security report. So it's not impossible that the reason why it appears that there's some disconnect or discordant tune from the president is because now he's saddled with an authentic report. And I remember the erstwhile president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, said that we should not delude ourselves. It will be out of place for anybody to start insisting that the girls can be found somewhere. If we find them, good. But the most important thing is we must continue the search. if we have to negotiate, like the president said, I cannot negotiate with those who cannot assure me that the girls are alive somewhere, and that to negotiate, we have to identify a particular leader of the group, authentic leader of the group, in order to discuss with. So for me, I don't think we should see the president as speaking with both sides of his mouth.
I wish we just had enough time to be able to continue this discussion, but unfortunately, we're going to have to try to make best use of the little time that we have. Professor Nick Idoko, a public analyst, I want to thank you so much indeed for sharing your thoughts, brilliant, with us, and also Morrison Quaker, the senior advocate of Nigeria, of course, with all due respect, a legal practitioner. I want to thank you so much indeed for your time and your thoughts.
Pleasure.
All right.
You're watching us right here in our studios in Lagos. We're going to take a short break. Me and Imana here, we're going to have some tying up to do as well.
A lot of tidying up, a lot of tying up. And
well, when we come back, we're going to look at the political angle of what has happened in 2015.
please stay with us.